Firstly, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Absolutely amazing show. Because I must say it was not just performance, it was the show. And a lot of interesting things, a lot of interesting thoughts we hear. So for you personally, what is the main output, key output of your performance and why?
Of the presentation,
Yeah, sure.
well, I think it's about getting the message across around businesses need to change and are changing, but the speed at which we're doing it, particularly traditional companies with traditional organizational structures, need to do it very quickly because the disruptors are coming, and in many senses they are already disrupting quite significant parts of our business. In other areas they're disrupting our business, but it's not yet visible. So
are you optimistic or pessimistic about the future? Because we were talking with Sean before you,
Yes.
and he's in some way optimistic, but in other, really pessimistic.
I am an optimistic person. I believe DHL is an optimistic business as well, and we believe, we see opportunities out there. That's why we invest in innovations. That's why we invest in new technologies, because we believe they can transform not just our own business, but also the businesses of our customers, most importantly.
Talking about the innovation, what does mean innovation for you? It's just investment in the robotics, or it's just wider?
It's no, the main focus of innovation for myself and customers I work closely with, and that my team work closely with, is around. It's not around the big new type of technologies or innovations. It's about stuff that can be applied now to deliver already tangible changes. Things that we should be investing in now that will deliver the savings that the customers need in their business or as part of their transformational journeys.
So it's just basically about the efficiency.
Yeah, a lot around, yes, there's a lot around efficiency. We have innovation teams that are looking at the blue sky, the future trends, looking out 20, 30 years. We're not, we don't focus so much on that. We're focusing on innovations and changes that can be relevant to the customer organization in a relative short term.
You're talking about the changes. I will continue with the challenges. So what are the main challenges for the company like DHL?
I think the main challenges are ensuring we've got our customers lined up for the journey, customers that are looking for long-term contracts, long-term partnerships with DHL. That greatly enhances our ability to invest and transform their supply chains. Short-term contracts, short-termism generally, whether it's from a customer organisation or a DHL organisation, it doesn't take us on that road. So we're looking for companies that really are seeing the bigger picture, and DHL is seeing the bigger picture. We just need to make sure we're marrying the two together.
In your presentation, you also spoke about the personalized supply chain. Would it be possible to do it opposite? I mean, tailor people for certain type of supply chain?
I think anything's possible with marketing if you spend enough marketing money on transforming people. But I think that would be, my gut feel is that would be quite a challenge. This is really around meeting consumer needs. So what are the customers looking for, or what are the future trends likely to ensure they would be asking for? So I do actually think we are customizing for consumers, that we can't customize a consumer behavior.
Also, you were talking about the Hyperloop. Would it be also demand for this Hyperloop type of cargo package delivery in the future?
Yes, definitely. I think what we'll find is, due to the cost of setting up Hyperloop technology, that you'll find a number of large cities interconnected with Hyperloop systems. So whether it's Paris, Berlin, Madrid, or whether then it's maybe Paris, Marseille, Lyon, and then the regionalisation gets connected. I think we'll see that. I don't think Hyperloop will be delivering to corner shops or things like that. They'll just require at the moment, too much infrastructure. It might be that they're delivering to hubs in cities or towns, and then another technology is then taking it fast to the consumer, maybe through the air, whether it's high-speed drones or whatever it might be.
talking about the new technologies, new possibilities, you were also mentioning the autonomous trucks.
Yes.
How real is this? I mean, meet the autonomous truck on the streets of Czech Republic, Germany.
They are becoming more and more real. I think you've always got to think about the regulation in countries or parts of countries. And I think a country like the Czech Republic is open-minded, its government's open-minded. We are actually having discussions, not with the government, but with a customer who would like to put some autonomous truck onto the roads in the Czech Republic. And we are looking into trials in other countries. When it comes to how soon or how likely is this technology, I'd say very likely. We've already seen demos last week from Volvo. These are machines that are built, or more of them are being built. They work. And a company like Volvo is extremely serious in investing in this type of solution. And when you see their vision for how these autonomous trucks could be applied in the marketplace, whether it's for long distance hauling of goods from one country to another or one city to another, that makes sense. But also when it comes to grid logistics, so for example in big ports where they're quite complex movements of containers, yes, you can understand the vision that this could be automated, that some of the truck movements can be automated to ensure that the containers are moving in the most efficient way.
You were talking about the Volvo trucks, but yes. I know you have also cooperation with Tesla.
We do. Well, cooperation. We've placed an order for some of their trucks. We did it last year. We're now waiting on delivery, like a few other companies. So we're waiting to hear when will these come. I don't know exactly the date when it will be.
The other really important sector is green logistic, green supply chain, with real-time, on-demand production. Will be there any need for the huge warehouses in the future? And if everything will be green, what will be this? What will be this logistic look like?
I think there will be a need for warehouses for sure, but green warehouses. So warehouses that are carbon efficient or carbon neutral, even with solar panels and trees and all of that. So using best technology for the warehouses. I think there will be a need, even if you come down to customization for consumers, because you still need to build a stock. You will always need to have those stocks. But I think that the movements through a warehouse and different types of warehouses will become faster. Instead of some businesses that might have a stock turn of say 4 or 5 times a year, you might see that accelerate to 15, 20 times as they're delivering packages which are customized to consumers at higher speeds. That could be one scenario. Or the other one, which I mentioned on the stage, was around some of the warehouses being transformed into either shopping experiences or 3D printing manufacturing sites.
Sure.
Because that needs infrastructure.
What about the city logistic? Small warehouses, small city logistic. Yeah. Any ideas on this?
Yeah, I think city logistics, from the trends I've seen with DHL, are focused mainly about delivering product into the cities. So the product that's sitting on the outside. So I think what we'll see is more, maybe smaller warehouses around the city, around a major conurbation, and then some form of green transport taking it in, whether it's on a tram or hyperlooping or whatever technology will be used in the future. And there's lots of innovations around that. But also there's lots of regulation that's increasing. So for example, boroughs or councils within cities are saying you're not allowed to deliver between certain hours, which means we need to be a lot more kind of innovative about when we do deliver and how we deliver.
So we're talking about the new era, how companies, your potential clients or in general companies, should adapt to this new era. What would be a recommendation for them?
My recommendation would be 2 main focus areas. One is culture. Ensure that the company is recruiting the right skills for the future. And I mentioned some of those, like problem solving and data analysis. I think that's extremely important. We're sitting on lots of data. Our customers are sitting on lots of data. We need to get smarter at using that data. And that has a strong cultural influence within an organization. I think quite an exciting one for companies that are providing, data analysis, insights into the customer businesses. That will be definitely definitely exciting for them.
But you're talking data. For me, it's mainly robots, analyzes, artificial intelligence. But where are the people?
The people are, well, all machines need people. So these are engineers, they're managing the robots. You're going to need a lot of people to manage the customers. I mean, this is still human interactions. When we talk to customers, we need a person there. I could not put a robot in front of a customer and ask them to build a relationship. That's many moons away. So, you know, people are extremely important. There are roles within logistics where you can only have people. And yes, one or two of those roles might transform. And that's why we're focusing on the new skills needed for future logistics. So I say that's one area is the culture. I think the second one is just the speed at which organizations change. Now, logistics is an old industry. There's not many new logistics. There are some. There's not many new logistics companies coming along. And those old industries therefore have older structures and infrastructures. That needs to transform. That's where the big challenge is. And if companies like DHL can transform their organizational structures and some of their asset bases quickly, then they'll be in a very competitive position.
Right. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks very much.